I was gonna title this one I Hate People, but then I had an idea that I might make another video where I describe why I hate humanity. So I'm not gonna name this one that one. I mean, what? 9 plus 4 is 16. Is it? No, it's not. It's 13. What am I on about? Okay, get to the point. So yeah. I don't know if it says in the title or not. But all my friends, well, not all my friends, good portion of my quote friends dislike me, and they told me that, which kind of stings. Low key, low key. Um, I'm a bit of a chronically online goblin. If you can't tell by the fact that I have a online diary where I play video games. Um, and so you can imagine I possess a Discord account. um, and I normally I've got a group chat with all my friends, DM Discord DM with all my friends, where we would call every night, and we would play games and shit. And one night, well, no, it was actually during the middle of the day because it's summer off school at the moment. It was the day before I left to go on holiday. All my friends were on the call, so I joined the call. I was like, "Yo, what's up?" Up until this point, everyone had been fucking normal, except from the day before. One of my mates, um, was like being a dick for some reason, and right before I left the call the day before, I was like, "Yo, have I pissed you off in any way? I'm sorry if I have." And then he was like, "Yeah, that's fine," and he apologized for being a dick. And then I text my mate, or I text the girl, and was like, "I just had a really great social interaction. I fixed this. I don't know what I did, but I fixed it." So yeah, I was really proud of myself for that one. And then the next day, in the middle of the day, the day before I go on holiday, I get in the call, and everyone are, are just assholes to me. Well, not everyone. Everyone except for one. There's four people to call. Three of them were being dicks. From one person, we were having shambles. I like everyone in the world more than you. Over and over again. Like that was their punchline. They were like, but I hate no one more than shambles. And I was just like, okay. I was just letting it slide, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, this guy's a dickhead, but I don't really like that guy anyway. He's a actual like sexual predator. Like there's proof, and I don't like him, and I don't know why people are still friends with him. Anyway, um, this other chick was in the call. I say this other chick. I know her in real life, and all, you know what I mean. Anyway, this other girl's in the call, and then she's just like, every so often, she doesn't really talk that much in Discord calls, but ever so often, she's just like, "Fuck off, shambles." I'm like, "Oh, okay, let that one slide." But like, generally, she's a dick anyway. And then but like, the thing with this girl is that like, but the thing with this girl is, I don't know this girl that well. Like, we go to the same school. She's friends with my friends. But like we just sort of exist in the same world. We're not very close. I don't really know much about her at all. Um, but she's kind of a freak and kind of a dick. Um, well, when I say freak, I don't mean that derogatorily. She's just like freaky. But yeah, she's just I don't know this girl, and she's just being like, "Fuck off, shambles." I'm like, I don't even know you. Like genuinely, like, how do you have a problem with me? I don't say that, but I let that slide. She says "fuck off, shambles" a couple times. I'm just like, oh, okay. And the dick from the day before, um, was just being a dick again and joining in with the first guy on like being like, I hate shambles more than anyone. And after a couple times of all these people being weird, I'm being assholes. I'm sort of just like, this is actually exactly what I say. I say, y'all, I'm not just gonna sit here and take this. If you've got a problem with me, don't throw out petty insults. Be brave and say it out loud. Don't be bitches. Which I think is very valid. And then the girl is like, I think we are saying it shambles. I'm like, I don't say anything to that. And then everyone starts, the three people all start talking at once. And like all start explaining why they hate me, I guess. And then Dick from the day before goes, oh, well, Shambles, you disappear for months. And then he was going to say something else, but I cut him off because I disappeared for like a month or two. Because A, we had exams going on, and B, I was having mental health issues, we'll say. Like, shit was going down. So when this guy says the reason he hates me is because I disappeared for months, that takes me the fuck off. You don't know what the fuck I was doing. You're a twat. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but I start fucking going off on one. I say, I don't even remember what I said, but I started to explain why I disappeared for months, and I was like, fuck that shit. They don't deserve anything from me. I say, fuck you all, and I leave the fucking call. And I haven't spoken to them since. The dickhead child molester, not child molester, sexual abuser man, um, DM'd me and said, bro, where'd you go, crying face? Right after I left. So, as soon as he realizes that him being an asshole has affected me, he feels bad and DMs me. Okay, fucking bomb. Um, and then I just, I'm like, at this point, I'm having a panic attack. Genuinely. Like, I'm fucking freaking out because mental health issues. It fucking they pissed me off and they reminded me of what happened. And not only did they remind me of what happened, they tried to make me feel bad about what happened. They don't even know what happened. Fuck off. So yeah, I went on holiday and this was all I was thinking about. I haven't spoken to them since. That was the 29th. This is the 8th. It's been 30 days. That's September, April, June, and November. It's been 9 days since that happened, and I haven't spoken to them since. Yeah, they've texted me. What they've like texted me like making fun of me or like trolling me like 3 times, twice from the sexual abuser, once from the day before dickhead. And they were like trolling me, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to leave you unopened. Yeah, so I left them unopened, and I was like, okay, I'm not planning on speaking to you for a long time unless I get an apology. But they seem to be committing to it. They seem to be just taking the piss out of me. Keeping in mind, I've done nothing to people, and the only reason that I've gotten for this was that I disappeared for months while I was having a mental health crisis. Granted, they don't know that, but they hate me because I was having a mental health crisis. Okay. So who's the asshole here? You know what I mean? It's like who's got a better moral KD right now? You know what I mean? Hello, editor Shambles here to say that this isn't the first time they've done this either. I don't even. It was so long ago. It actually wasn't even that long ago. It was like a year ago, and they all did this before. and I sort of just rolled over. I sort of just let it happen and pretend it didn't happen and kept being friends with them, which is a bad idea, kids. Don't do that. Yeah. So, unless I get an apology, I don't think I'm ever gonna speak to these people again, which I think is a wise decision. And it's gonna be difficult because my best mate, the girl, um, is in this friend group, and she's not gonna want to leave them. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but yeah.